Hey everybody, this is Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum the Guitar Podcast. I'm not on camera today because I didn't feel like doing my hair and makeup and getting all did up for the camera, and I honestly just didn't feel like setting up extra camera angles today. So anyways, I'm back at it again, comparing the Ocean's 11, this time to a real deal Fender spring tube unit. This is a reissue. It's got the original Accutronics tank in there. Let's see what it sounds like and then compare the Ocean's 11 to it. All right, let's start comparing stuff. Here is the Ocean's 11 with a low E palm mute. And here is the Fender unit. Do some chording. Pretty dang close. Really not bad at all. I can still hear the digital artifacting on the Ocean's 11 at the end of the trail, but the tonality is there. The drip is pretty sweet on the Ocean's 11. I mean, the Fender unit is just, more. It's just more sweeter. It's more like warmer. It's more springy, but the Ocean's 11 is doing a really great job of simulating that sound. By the way, the settings on the Fender unit are 7 on the dwell, 7 on the mixer, and 5 on the tone control. And I tried to dial in the Ocean's 11 to match that sound pretty close. I didn't kill myself trying to get it perfect, but I tried to get in the ballpark. Let's do some more playing. I'll play a little ditty here and then play the same thing on the Ocean's 11. I feel like if I pull back the mix of the Ocean's 11, it'll be a little bit closer to the sound of the Fender unit. I feel like I'm getting more sizzle off of like a, like a tube drive sort of thing going on with the Fender too. I'm going to get into the secret setting of the Ocean's 11 and mess around with that function. So that's maxed out. Let's see how it compares. Yeah, it's a lot closer. It's got more of that sizzle to it. There's just more of a bounce to the trail on the Fender unit. I mean, that's just what you get with a real spring rattling around in there, being physically affected by the sounds that you're making. Let's do some tests showing how each unit here handles being hit with drive. I've got the Zeta Deluxe over here from Solid Gold Effects. I was using this on the video yesterday. The Fender unit is definitely way more clear than the Ocean's 11, which is like kind of saying a lot considering on the test yesterday, the Ocean's 11 was the clearest of the 3 pedals that I was showing off. You're just not gonna like be able to have that reverb in a pedal without having some sort of filtering over the drive. Maybe someone will prove me wrong someday, but that's just how it goes. The Fender unit really just lets the drive through the mix a lot better. Let's do a little bit more of that. I mean, it really is not bad at all. The Ocean's 11 still sounds really freaking great. I'm so impressed by this thing so far. Whatever like algorithm they're using or whatever programming they're using to make this happen, it's really, really close. I'd love it if they could come out with a version in the future that maybe has, higher processing specs so they can get rid of that bit of artifacting on the end of the trails, because this is pretty dang close. All right, I'm going to do a favor right now for a friend of the show, Tavo, from the Nocturne Brain. He asked me to hit the Ocean's 11 with the preamp section of the Mystery Brain here. He got one of these in the other day too, and he's been having a real blast messing around with the Ocean's 11, and so he wanted me to film this because he didn't feel like setting up mics on his own. So anyways, this is for you, Tavo. All right, so this is the preamp of the Mystery Brain. I've got it turned all the way up. Turn the bass cut all the way down. Let's see how this hits the dry signal. Really nice preamp boost there. Let me show off what the bass cut knob does do. Just makes it brighter. Or, it cuts the bass, obviously. Here is the Fender unit without the preamp. And here it is with the preamp. I guess the question here with the Ocean's 11 is, can it handle being hit with a massive boost like that? Here it is without. Here it is with the preamp. It holds up. It handles that preamp just fine. Let's try pulling back the bass cut on that to see what happens. Not bad at all. It holds up. It's not freaking out or anything. The drip and the signal Still sounds great. It just sounds like more with that preamp hitting it. What a great sounding preamp too. Go check out the Nocturne Brain. Go look up their website. I'll have a link down below, I'm sure. Let's get weird and throw a delay before this and start stacking stuff.